Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Bracer video, and today we are going to be going over the new Resurrection batch because, believe it or not, I'm sure you've already known about it by now, they're actually very good. They actually got very good buffs. When I was reading it this morning when they dropped, my face, I literally just did the pog face for like 30 seconds reading all this new stuff. I was actually very excited about this, and I was supposed to be going to sleep when they dropped, but I ended up staying away for like an extra hour and a half because like it actually got me excited. That being said, however, we will get the trailer for whatever is dropping for part 2 tomorrow morning, so look forward to that. After I upload this video, I'm basically going MIA. I do not want to get spoiled, so I'm staying off of YouTube, I'm staying off of Twitter, and I'm staying off of Discord. I'm staying off of everything. I don't want to get spoiled because normally when leaks do happen, they normally happen like right before the banner's going to drop, a couple hours beforehand, so you're not going to see from me after this video until tomorrow when the banner does drop, and even then I'll be a bit late to it. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the new characters, starting off with Kenpachi, because yes, it's the Kenpachi banner. So Kenpachi, Toshiro, and Ikaku all received their resurrections, and we actually got a surprise at the end. You already know who the character is, and we'll go with him last. But yeah, they actually got very good treatment. I'm kind of excited. I kind of hope KLAB start doing this more often because I don't think anyone's complaining about this resurrection. Everyone I've seen that has like seen the resurrection and have like has an opinion on it is like, yo, this is actually good. I hope they continue to do this going forward in the future. Maybe they're giving it special treatment because it's the anniversary, I don't know, but all 4 characters we're going to be talking about got some good treatment. So, let's talk about Broken first, right? If you don't know about this character because you started new, his nickname in the community is Broken, and he was so dominant in this game that we actually got an Easter egg in game where if you use 3 Kenpachis in a team, you get the tag called Broken. So, that's how powerful this character was when he came out. And obviously, with time, he has slowly fallen off, and that's fair. Does his resurrection make him better? Yes. Does it make him meta? No. I will say that right now. And no, with the way resurrection is done, even with a good resurrection that I think he did receive, he was never going to be like top 10 in PvP. However, he's still actually very usable. So what did he pick up with resurrection? So we look at his old skill tree. He had Berserker plus 20, Devastation plus 20, Flurry, Havoc, Long Reach, and Poise. With his resurrection now, he has 30% Berserker, 20% Bruiser, Devastation, Flurry, Havoc, Long Reach, and Poise. So he basically got an increase on 10% on his Berserker, 20% Bruiser. That's very good. That's normal attack damage. So now basically his normal attack damage is doing a lot, which you can't really complain about. And he got an extra 5% long reach. Do keep in mind his normal attack radius also got increased quite a bit, even without that extra increase on his radius, because originally he didn't have a 375 normal attack string. So now it's 450 like almost every other resurrection character. So that extra increase, I believe it went up by like almost 100, maybe like 70 points. So it's a noticeable difference, I will say that. Unfortunately, he didn't get Adrenaline. Unfortunately, he didn't get Enhancer, or he didn't get Sprinter. So he's not going to be playable in a sense, because who is actually going to play with his character? Maybe for auto-win, he'll be doing good. But PvP, I could see him being used if you have him transcended, but there's also going to be better characters. Even if he did get a good resurrection, characters without any status elements aren't really good in PvP because they aren't really helping the team, if that kind of makes sense. You want to kind of paralyze, you want to weaken, you want to freeze, and I guess you kind of want to burn and poison, but those two aren't really that good. So not having any status elements definitely does bring him down in PvP, but that's fine. It definitely does make him usable. And now let's talk about his soul trait, which he did get last ditch survival rate plus 80%, which honestly I think is best case scenario. I'm kind of happy he didn't get a no attack damage link, because if I'm being honest, we don't need another one. We literally just got Toshiro that has a 20 DR link and normal attack damage plus 16%. If we got another one, speed character would have the best links in the game for PvP. And even having said that, I think they still do, right? Because let's look at the 3 best links for a speed character in PvP. Toshiro, Zangetsu, and now this Kenpachi. So you're getting plus 25 NAD and 16 DR from Zangetsu, you're getting 16 DR and last ditch from this Kenpachi, and then you're getting 20 DR and 16 NAD from that Toshiro. So speed characters, woo, they're stacked. They're absolutely stacked in PvP when it comes to links, and I have all 3 of them luckily. So I would say overall, this Kenpachi did get a good resurrection, as good as it can be. He's also got some increased stats now, so he's going to be a pretty good link, especially if you do transcend him. So yeah, very good resurrection. Could have been significantly better, but for resurrection standards, this is actually quite good. Alright, so now let's talk about Toshiro. Toshiro, unfortunately, didn't see the best upgrade, but honestly, if you look at his skills, he already has some decent skills. So, pre-resurrection, so as of now, he is a 20 strong attack damage character. He has Blast Zone plus 20%, Bruiser plus 20, Debilitator for 5 seconds, Devastation plus 40, Frenzy, Long Reach plus 10, and Sprinter plus 1. Pretty good set of skills. What, he has like 7 skills. That's actually quite good. And then you go to his resurrection. Now has 776 SP. Pretty high, you know, not 800 high, but still pretty high. And now he has Blast Zone plus 20, Bruiser plus 40, Debilitator for 5, Devastation plus 40, Frenzy, Long Reach, and Sprinter. Only difference is 20% Bruiser. So now his normal attack damage does 20% more damage. That being said, he's still somewhat usable, definitely nowhere near as other characters. I've used him a bit in Senkaku, and that's basically the only place I used him. So I guess like the extra stats is going to make a difference. Yeah, like skill-wise, didn't really see a massive upgrade, but that being said, what he did get was a good soul train. That's honestly the best thing you can ask for, because as much as we want these characters to be playable, until we get to like future characters, they're not really going to be playable. When we get to TLA Ichigo, I think that's when we're going to see some good characters get resurrected, and even then, there's some characters after Ichigo that are a bit of a yikes. Even when they do get resurrected, it's not going to be that much of a difference, but like, the best thing you can ask for is a good Link. And Toshiro got that. He is a 20% strong attack damage and 10% strong attack recharge. That is now the third purple character or heart character in the game to have this kind of combination. So now speed characters have the best links in the game for PvP, and I think it's safe to say heart characters have the best links for PvE because they have access to all this. You can use him, you can use the Nelio that you can now potentially buy tomorrow if you do have the money. I would recommend buying her if you are going to decide to buy one of the swimsuit characters. And then you have the Frenzy Yoruichi given also strong attack damage and recharge. So heart characters are absolutely stacked when it comes to links. This character got good treatment. I would say, you know, resurrection character wise for his own skills, okay, that's okay. But the main thing about his character is the link, and he got a good one. So I really can't complain about this character. So far so good. We've talked about 2 characters and they both received good links and good resurrections. Now it's time to talk about the third character, the luckiest man in the 13 Court Guard squads, the bold man himself, Mr. Size. Okay, I'm going to stop. We have Ikaku, right? Ikaku also did receive a fairly decent resurrection. So let's actually go into his previous soul tree. So we had Berserker plus 40%, Bombardment, Bruiser plus 20, Enhancer, Long Reach plus 15, and Sprinter plus 1. And now with his new resurrection, he has the following skills: Berserker plus 40, Bombardment, Bruiser plus 50, Enhancer, Long Reach plus 20, Sprinter plus 1, and Weakened Defense. So basically, the increase he saw is that he got an additional 5% long reach, which will help. He got Bruiser plus 50, so that makes a big difference. Now, it isn't Flurry, obviously. Flurry would have been better, but you can't really complain. He got a 30% normal attack damage increase with this skill. That's actually very, very good for him. And he also did receive Weakened Defense. So if you are, for some reason, using this character, and you do Soul Bomb the final boss, or any kind of character, you will be able to do more damage with that normal attack string, or any just attack in general. So, skill-wise, and then for his second soul tree, he did receive damage taken minus 12%. Now, this isn't a good link in general. 12 DR and attack plus 100 isn't that good, but they probably did the best they could. Like, the original link is just bad in general. That 12% recharge with anything else other than attack plus 100 would have been good. So I can't complain about this second trait because his first one was just originally bad in general, right? That plus 100 as an attack is quite bad, let's be honest. So if only he had a normal attack damage link originally and then he got the 12% DR, that would have been quite huge. So I can't complain about the resurrection. It was, again, another fairly decent resurrection. This definitely does make him more playable. Doesn't mean you're going to use him, but it definitely does make him usable, kind of, right? That's why I always like to say it. But yeah, as a link, I guess if you want to use it, you can. It's better than then. The resurrection does make it better, but yeah, that 100% attack is just originally just a yikes. So now that we went over the 3 characters, so far so good. All 3 good resurrections in my opinion, good links. Now let's talk about the final character, and I've saved him for last because he definitely saw the best increase. Alright, so now we save best for last. Let's talk about second anniversary Ichigo. This character, absolutely insane. For a resurrection character, obviously, compared to the newer characters, he doesn't really hold up. But, you know, resurrection standard, this is quite big. So, let's look at his character, right? So this is his 6-star version. If you look at his skills, he had 40% Bruiser, 40% Devastation, Frenzy, and Sprinter plus 2. Only 4 skills. So I feel like he's an exception for getting good skills because he was missing out on a lot of skills. I think in the future with upcoming resurrection characters where they do have like 6 skills and even 7, they're just going to see small increases. But with this Ichigo, because he was missing like, you know, a good set of skills, he saw a bigger increase or a bigger jump with his resurrection because he did pick up some pretty good skills. That kind of makes sense. So now with his resurrection, if we go here, he is now a strong attack damage plus 25 link and strong attack recharge 10% link. Insane! Are you mad? So he's now the first speed character to do this with the resurrection, which is amazing, right? And plus he's the 25 sad link. This is by far one of the best links. If you have Byakuya, this is going to make your Byakuya a lot better. It's mad. It's honestly mad. So now we have like 4 characters that have received this kind of treatment with Resurrection. It was the Toshiro we just talked about, the tag team Byakuya, and also the Tech Stark, where they got a strong attack damage link originally, and then they picked up Recharge. Very good. You can't really complain about that. And then now, right, so already he's a good link. Best link in the game. One of the best links in the game, right? Now let's look at his skills. So if you look at it already, he didn't see any improvement in his skills, but he did pick up 2 new skills, which do make a big difference. Berserker plus 20%, which increases strong attack damage by 20. Very good. And Havoc plus 20%, which increases the range of his strong attacks by 20%. Amazing! For a character like this is actually very, very good. And if we go into his attacks, you can see here, if you actually look at his pre-resurrection, you can see on his attack, his second strong attack was classed as a melee attack. So it's kind of annoying when you're trying to break the enemy's range guard and you have to use that second strong attack. It doesn't break the guard, right? So now that his second strong attack is classed as a ranged attack, just makes it easier to break guard. Very good with that. But like the main thing is that his range is just gotten a lot better. And one thing about this character you might not know about is the fact that he already had a full screen charged strong attack without the Havoc. So now that he has Havoc, he has a 1200 radius charged strong attack. That is insane. And even uncharged, it's 960. Are you mad? Like, that's actually insane. Now, his first strong attack is still a bit of a yikes, but that being said, it's still usable. And his second strong attack is a lunge forward, but it is now a 690 lunge forward. So I believe it's one of the best lunges in the game, but obviously it is a second strong attack, so that can be kind of expected, right? Second strong attack lunges should be better than first strong attack lunges, but it's mad. Honestly, this whole resurrection batch, insane, right? They got good treatment. Now, obviously, it doesn't make him amazingly OP, but for resurrection standards, they got very, very good treatment. And I kind of hope going forward with other resurrection characters, they do get good treatment. More specifically, Aaroniero should be receiving his resurrection like less than 4 months, hopefully. And he is a poison reduction link. Hopefully, he gets recharge or strong attack damage. That would be quite pog, in my opinion. But yeah, Matt. And that's all there is to talk about. So that was it. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these resurrections. I think they're very, very good. I'm kind of excited to play with them tomorrow for one time and then never use them again. But yeah, resurrection batch coming tomorrow. I believe you can also buy the Nelio and the other swimsuit characters tomorrow. The trailer for the 1000 Year Blood Water Burn, which whatever part 2 is going to be, will be dropping tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't get leaked. And I'm excited, right? Some big stuff. Hopefully alongside with the announcement of the part 2, we do get the filler pool, because when the first part of the anniversary did get announced, we had to wait 2 extra days to see the filler pool. Hopefully we don't have to do that with part 2, and we can just decide straight away if we want to pull for part 1 or pull for part 2. So that was the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.